Up, got another Arquebus matchlock. This one here was made by John Buck, Virginia. He's kind of one of the another gun builder here in the U.S. that makes a lot of these older style weapons. And this is a copy of a Spanish Arquebus matchlock musket from about the late 1400s, 1498 or something, I believe. We'll take a closer look at it. It's actually, this gun is actually a copy of an actual firearm that was found in Florida. And this type of matchlock is different, as this bar on here, much like a crossbow does back in those days. We have a pan again, and we have a nice octagon with wedding bands to round. And this gun also is a 20 gauge or 60 caliber. But this one here ain't going to be too bad to fire. I can get my face farther away from that damn pan. And again, I'd like to dedicate this video. My buddy yeatrs sent me the matches, and he's really into these old style guns. Does a lot with them. Makes a bunch of videos. So we're going to go and we'll get this started here. We're going to go and throw a charge in the pan, clear the vent hole, then load it up, and basically the same thing. I ain't going to show it to you. We're just going to load a 600 diameter ball with 60 grains of 2F with a patch, and that's about it. Okay, when I asked John Buck to make me one of these rifles, I asked him what different rifles he made. He kind of said, I wanted one I could shoot. And he kind of recommended this one. And I think I know why. This is not a snapping matchlock. This here you got a lot more control on the trigger. And you can ease that down into the pan. Like that. Got a lot more control, got a lot more length. You can fire this like an actual musket without having it up so close to my face. The last one, it's pretty scary to shoot that thing. That action's right by your face. Alright, so we're going to load this one up and we're going to see what we can do with it. This one, I think it's got a front sight. So this one here we might be able to actually hit the target. I'm going to put this little clip in the video. This Arquebus that was built by John Buck. The distance to target was, I set the target at 25 yards. That's how far I was shooting. Standing in front of the little hut, 25 yards. So say about 22 yards or 23 is basically the distance I was shooting at. Keep getting my damn lighter mixed up with my remote. I'm going to try to get back here far enough where you can see. Alright, we got the matches are burning. Again, flinching, hesitating, gotta get used to this. Alright, we'll load it up again, give it a try. You know, most people probably edit out the flinching and wouldn't make a video like this, but I just want to, these are difficult guns to shoot. It's not easy. It takes some getting used to. It's not like a modern gun whatsoever. And I'm not on a bench or anything like that, and it is tricky. It's something you gotta learn. Shouldn't get discouraged at first. Just take your time and get used to it. There, that was better. I'm getting into it. You know, don't be ashamed learning curve, getting better. Might even hit the paper. We'll give it a couple more blasts and see how we do. Well, John Buck, he was right about that. This is once I got used to it, this is a pretty decent gun to shoot. And what I like about this gun is the way with this claw here, I can feed down a little bit of my match, just enough to ignite my charge, and then afterwards it'll burn out, where it doesn't just keep burning. Like I said, gets better every time. Cold down there. Damn wind's blowing the gun. That was a close your eyes and let it fly. Alright, maybe we'll clean it. Take a look. See how we did. Okay, and this is at 25 yards. So I got another one on the paper. Don't know if one went high up there or slug, but got to try to calm down, not get flinchy and jumpy. And maybe I'll clean her and try to get a little bit more precise with it. It's going to be the last shot of the day. We're going to see how good we do. It looks like a winner. Alright. Go down and take a look. Oh yeah, not too bad. If we had more time and the weather was nicer, we'd get a few more shots in. Alright though, there we go. Okay, I'm going to do a post-shooting review of this Matchlock Arquebus musket. I got this from, this was built for me by John Buck, who is pretty well known to reactors and that for building guns of this time period, matchlocks and that. He does build other types of guns, but this is kind of like the guy you go to for any of these unusual style guns. Now this gun, when I had him built it, I called him and asked him of the different firearms he built. I said I wanted one that I could shoot. And this is a Spanish arquebus, and this is an actual replica of a weapon that was found somewhere down in Florida at an archaeological site. So this is about as close to the original thing as you can get. And I said I wanted one I can shoot, and he recommended this model. It only has a front sight, but as you see, we hit the bullseye with a smoothbore at 25 yards, which is pretty good once I got used to it. This type of gun uses the old lever style, like on a crossbow, and it's just, again, getting used to matchlocks. They're a little bit different. This one is better than the other one because I have more or less a full rifle stock, and the pan, and then when it goes off, is further away from my face. The other little short one, which is also a correct replica, that pan is right by your eye, and it's, you know, you got to be pretty brave not to flinch or jump when that thing goes off. But I'm happy with the accuracy on it. The quality and workmanship of this is alright, but it doesn't compare to the one that Bullock made, and it also reflects in the price. Bullock, I think, was trying to impress me, and he got the gun to me pretty quick, like 3 or 4 months. This rifle had to wait almost over a year, and I had a third gun built when I was into these old black powders by Leonard Day, also took a year. So if you're interested in these guns and contacting these gun builders, they call them, or gunsmiths that make these guns, you know, expect a wait. But they're really interesting. They're really different. You know, I had short notice to shoot this video. I wasn't really prepared. It was windier than hell, which is bad for a flintlock or matchlock musket. You know, I will get the time, when I get the time, to take this out and do some more shooting. This one here, we're going to go shoot at 50 yards, maybe even 100, see what we can do. The accuracy on this gun is pretty good. I guess John Buck was right when if you wanted a shooter, this was the model to go with. You know, like I said, by the time I got to the last shot, I was comfortable with it and able to hit something pretty deliberately offhand. So it's a good gun in that respect. Probably won't take very much more practice to get proficient with it. And we'll get out when time allows again and do some more work with it. And again, I'd like to thank Yeatrs for sending me the match. You know, a couple years ago. I'm sorry it took so long to get out there, but better late than never, I guess. Okay.